This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat. Far. We keeping a foot on the what? The Leeks. We keeping a foot on the what? The Leeks. And like the Tibetan Mastiff tag. I'm applying what on immediate pressure. Because pressure does what? Heat versus pipes. Like the Siberian tiger. And I'm applying what on immediate pressure. Because pressure does what? Heat versus pipes. Let's talk about it, man. What people got to understand in its most fundamental way, what people got to understand in its most fundamental brain, what people got to understand in its most fundamental corpus callosum and cerebellum is as simple as this. That LeBron James is supposedly 14-0 in the NBA playoffs in the first round. First round don't mean shit. First round is what it is. First round. Notice LeBron James always has the best stats when it matters the least. Let me say it again. LeBron James always has the best stats when it matters the least. 14-0 in the first round. You about to be 14-1. Devin Booker is not playing, man. Devin Booker is going to show me this moment. See, people are sitting here saying Luka Doncic is a top 5 player. This is what top 5 is. When you beat somebody like Lefraud James, and you beat him emphatically this way. Devin Booker mess around and don't let the Lagoon reffing, don't let the LeBought and LePaid for the NBA get in his way. It's going to be surely things that make you say, It's surely going to be things that make you say, Because when it's all said and done, Devin Booker is a guy that is not to be trifled with. He's a guy that's not to be messed with. He's a guy that's sending an emphatic message. Do not fuck with me. I'm not here to fucking play with you. Rudy Poo and Plum brains. I'm not here to play with you classic dotes and troglodytes. I'm not here to play with you ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetorics. I'm here to send an emphatic message. And the message that I'm here to send is, Lefraud James, prepare your fate. Because I'm not coming to play around. I'm coming to do your ass the fuck up. I'm coming to lace your rabbit ass the fuck up. I'm coming to actually dethrone you. I'm coming to beat you. If Devin Booker pulls this off, remember, I have to say a big if, because I know how the Lagoon reffing, the NBA works, the LeBought and LePaid for works. Now, LeBron has done something I haven't seen since 2010 with the Boston Celtics, man. The official and infamous LeQuit game. LeBron has done something that I haven't seen him do since the San Antonio Spurs, the 2013 NBA fucking finals, when LeBron James walked off the fucking court. Because he was basically saying that they were in on it. The whole AC debacle. LeBron has had the most excuses I've ever seen in my damn life. That's why I don't understand why people put this guy on the Michael Jeffrey Jordan and the Kobe Bean Bryant levels. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, you have to ask yourselves these questions. Would he walk off the basketball court with 5 minutes left? Kobe Bean Bryant, would he walk off the basketball court with 5 minutes left? No. Let's talk about my other boy, Kevin Slim Reaper Durant. Would he walk off the basketball court with 5 minutes left? Kevin Durant got done up by the Golden State Warriors. They were up 3-1. The Golden State Warriors came back and won the series. Did Kevin Durant walk off the basketball court? No. He accepted his fucking fate. See, the problem is this, and I'm going to say Kawhi Leonard too. Kawhi Leonard has accepted his fate. He accepted it last year when the Los Angeles Clippers were being talked about as the Los Angeles Flippers. You guys remember that? When it's all said and done, we have to ask ourselves these cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion. We have to ask ourselves these delineation, distinction, gulfs, and separation. What is as simple as that? That when it's all said and done, Lefraud James is what he is, a fraud, a guffer folk, greatest finals failure of all time. A guy that is not what you think that he is. He's not a Transformers more than meets the eyes. I'm like here on one end and I'm here on the other. I don't do 50-50. But my heart tells me that Devin Booker's gonna win. I believe they're gonna close these motherfuckers out in 6. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Devin Booker and them don't close these motherfuckers out in 6, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers right now. If Devin Booker and them don't close these motherfuckers out in 6, they gonna rob them. I'm telling you right now, Devin Booker, you gonna have to close these motherfuckers out in 6. If you don't do that shit, they gonna rob your rabbit the fuck up. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. They're gonna rob you. So you better close this motherfucker out in game 6. But I also know this to be something that is very profound and very true. Lefraud James always gets a lifeline. It's like that show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? They always find a way to ensure that Lefraud James, who always finds himself in precarious situations, is able to get out of these precarious situations. This is why this is not finch straddling. This is why my heart is telling me Devin Booker, but my mind is telling me the Los Angeles Fakers gonna fuck around and win this fucking series. This is just reality check. Because I've seen when I always pick somebody else, LeBron James always escape off of the fucking skin of his damn Latif. I mean, he finds a way to get out of this shit. And it's not because of him. It's not because of his greatness personification. Because he is truly greatness mimication. It's about everybody else that's around this motherfucker and how they're able to help him get out of his precarious situation. When it's all said and done, LeBron James is what's reminiscent of what's wrong with basketball. Basketball is a sport in this day and age, in this modern day and age, where you have an LBJ Riders media, LBJ Brigade, LBJ apologists, LBJ stands, and you have LeBron tards on top of all of that tell you that LeBron James is a GOAT. He's a GOAT, all right. He's the greatest of all fucking trolls. There's nothing about LeBron James that represents greatest of all time. That's the biggest lie they've ever told you, man. And this first round exit, it would be like Malcolm X said, it would be like the chickens coming to roost, dog. Let me say it again. It'd be like the chickens coming to roost, because when it's all said and done, it will prove that last year was what it was. A fraudulent, fluky, on the spotty, least path of resistancy, and Mickey Mousey, and NBA pickup-y gamey NBA title. And you guys were in that infinite Tsukuyumi, that virtual reality, that movie Ready Player One. And what did we say? When you take off the virtual reality goggles, you gotta come back to fucking reality, man. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat teller fashion. I remember there was a guy by the name of He Knows Everything that once told people before that this ain't no Mickey Mouse affair. This is a real NBA title with real shit at stake. And when you have a real NBA title with real things at stake, it's things that make you say, no, we gotta contextualize it. It's things that make you say, But in its most cold-hearted, in its most unadulterated, and in its most cutthroat truth-telling fashion, LeBron James has found himself in a precarious situation. You guys want to know what the precarious situation is? LeBron James has found himself to basically be in a position where LeBron James is actually going to be Lefraud James. Because when it's all said and done, when we look at the underlying undercurrents and the underlying truths that's associated with the Los Angeles Fakers, they get this first round exit after they won an NBA bubble fucking title. They're going to be the biggest laughing stock in the annals of NBA history to come. I don't want to hear about the flippers. You call them, I call them the Clippers, LARWay, because at least they didn't lose in a fraudulent, fluky, on the spot, least path of resistance, infinite superhuman virtual fucking reality NBA season where they weren't cheated against, but they lost in a real NBA season. This would be a first round exit for a guy that everyone has coronated as the NBA GOAT. When it's all said and done, Devin Booker, I want you to go out there and say, fuck the Lagoon reffing. Fuck the fraudulent, fluky, on the spot, bought and paid for motherfuckers. Fuck all of these Rudy Poo and Plum Plum ranks. Fuck all of these classic notes and trouble decks. Fuck all of these ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetorics. LBJ Riders Media, LBJ Brigade, LBJ Apologists. I'm going out there and I'm going to show Lefraud James that I'm about that work. If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. Devin Booker's gonna let me know the player that he is in Game 6. This is how he knows everything, judges these basketball players at the highest levels. I judge them based on what they are able to give. And if Devin Booker can step up to the fucking plate, and Devin Booker can realize the moment that he's in and embarrass LeBron James, he knows everything's going to give him the biggest salute of the fucking game. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat telefashion. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Oh, yeeks. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Oh, yeeks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.
Go ahead, He Knows.